Hello crypto lovers, it's January 28th, 2026, and here are the top crypto news stories. Today we'll start with Arizona, where Arizona lawmakers are pushing a bill to exempt crypto from estate taxes, and there's also a new bill to make a constitutional amendment to do so. So that's the latest from Arizona, which is very crypto friendly, as you can see. Moving on to America, we'll go to Mr. Rieder, who is a growing favorite to be elected by Trump as Fed chairman. As you know, the Fed will change heads in 2026, so he's now one of the favorites. This man who works at BlackRock has been telling us since 2020 that Bitcoin can replace gold to a large extent and that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. So you can see that some people in high places already knew about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Another thing this man has in common with Mr. Trump is that he also shares Trump's frustration with the slow pace at which the Fed is cutting interest rates. So if he were in charge, he would cut them faster than he would like. Moving on, we'll move on to credit cards and stablecoins, and we'll slowly see how banks are scared of the stablecoins of the cryptocurrency market. Let me tell you that nearly 4 in 10 merchants in the US now accept cryptocurrencies at checkout, as customers have shown increased interest in cryptocurrencies for payments, according to a recent PayPal survey. Nearly 9 in 10 US merchants said they have received customer inquiries about cryptocurrency payments, PayPal said Tuesday, citing data from a survey by the National Cryptocurrency Association. The survey also found that 84% of merchants believe cryptocurrency payments will become mainstream within the next 5 years. So cryptocurrencies are slowly coming into the spotlight, and many banks, as we've seen in crypto news, are worried. The latest from them is that South Korea's central bank has pointed to currency risks out of nowhere as lawmakers push for stablecoins, and why banks are so hesitant about it. According to Standard Chartered, the main risk for US lenders and banks in general is the erosion of net interest margin, NIM, according to Jeff Kendrick, head of digital asset research at Standard Chartered. Banks are afraid of losing their monopoly because a lot of money will be invested in DeFi and cryptocurrencies, where we can have our own stablecoins. As you already know, there is also an estimate that $500 billion will be withdrawn from banks in developed markets over the next 3 years to be allocated to stablecoins. For this reason, banks will not do well with stablecoins in the cryptocurrency market. Now, let's talk about our stablecoins, how they will do, and we will go to Tether, where we learned that USAT, a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, was launched, which was created specifically for operation within the US. Tether describes USAT as a fully regulated dollar-backed stablecoin designed to operate under the US Genius Act, which was the first standardized framework for stablecoins in the US in July 2025. In addition to the fact that Tether wants to stay in the US because of this money, I will tell you that the Central Bank of Iran acquired $507 million in Tether. We do not know the reason. We know from the blockchain that they made this large purchase. Moving on to our business, we will refer to American Bitcoin, a company backed by the sons of the US president, where we learned that they bought Bitcoin and now own a total of about 5,900 Bitcoin. So all the time, the Trump family is buying Bitcoin through various businesses that they have power over. Today we will go to an exchange, and we will go to KuCoin, where we learned that it was acquired as a member of the London Stock Exchange Group, and we are referring specifically to Ms. Sabina Liu, who is there to help KuCoin obtain the MiCA license so that it is legal in the European Union. Moving on to the latest news of the day, we will go to NFTs, which, as you already know from crypto news, are not doing well at all, and we learned that Rodeo becomes the second platform in a week to close due to lack of work. No one is dealing with NFTs anymore, and it is time to go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, where Bitcoin is at $89,000. The price is in our channel, while many fear that Bitcoin may fall even further to $70,000 because the stablecoin market capitalization has decreased by $2.24 billion in 10 days. All this money is going into gold, which reached $5,229, silver, which went to $114, and the S&P 500, which made a new all-time high of 6,986. So according to Sentiment, which reported this news, the decline in the stablecoin market cap could lead Bitcoin to fall even further. Now, speaking of prices and markets today, we're talking about Mr. Powell from the Fed, and his statements could shake up the market. He'll likely set the stage for how interest rates will move next month on March 18th, because as of today, we know that in 11 hours, they're gonna come out and talk about interest rates in the US, and there's almost no chance they're gonna cut them. So we're looking at the long term and trying to see how next month goes. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, January 28th, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone, and have a good day.